Hi guys, and welcome to week 11. This week is going to be another meal prep video. Last time you watched me meal prep lunch, so today we're going to focus on breakfast. Kelsey started sharing some healthy recipe books with me because I love to cook, and I found a breakfast that I am really just obsessed with. So that's what we're making today. It's just turkey and apple breakfast meatballs, which sounds like a funny concept because it is, but they taste so good, super high in protein. So it's just a really good, simple breakfast option. They're really easy to meal prep and they last a really long time in the freezer. So it's nice and easy for me to just make a big batch at once and then freeze them and throw them in the air fryer when I want them in the morning. So starting off, I have 1 pound of whole ground turkey. Then I'm going to go in with 0.4 ounces of fresh rosemary. Then I go in with 2.1 ounces of chopped apple. You can use any apple that you want. Depending on the size of the apple, that generally comes out to just about half of an apple. Then I go in with 1 tablespoon of olive oil. My dog is choking in the background. This is 4 slices of cooked turkey bacon, chopped. Just a rough chop. Some of the pieces are tiny, some of them are huge. I don't care. It all cooks the same. 1 teaspoon of sea salt. 1 teaspoon of black pepper. I fresh grind my pepper in mortar and pestle because that's the way my dad did it. So it's the way that I do it. That's definitely more than a teaspoon, but it's delicious, so I don't care. 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder. When I first got this recipe and I saw that it called for chili powder, I almost made it without chili powder because I cannot handle spice at all. But it is just enough for the recipe to add the flavor without any of the spice. 1/2 teaspoon of dried thyme, 2 tablespoons of tamari. If you don't have tamari, you can just use soy sauce. So that's what I'm going to use. Now that I have all the ingredients in the bowl and all of the rest of my ingredients put away, I'm just gonna go ahead and mix it. I'm super classy, so I just mix it with my hands, just make sure they're washed. It makes 24 meatballs, so I just eyeball it. And put them on my sheet. It was the 4th of July. My family's a big barbecue family, and I didn't really want to miss out on special family occasions just because I was on a meal plan. And so I just was mindful about what I was eating and the quantities that I was eating. So I'm really, really excited to be meal prepping this breakfast to be able to get back on a little bit more structured meal plan. I do a lot better with structure and when things like this are prepped out. We are nearing what would have initially been the end of kind of this journey. It initially was going to be 12 weeks, but I've decided that I want to extend it just for myself because I realized that in this journey, I've learned a lot about food and I've learned a lot about the gym, but ironically, I really haven't learned a lot about supplements and I don't know what I'm doing in that arena. And it really feels like that's something that if I left this experience not having any knowledge about, I would feel like I missed out on something. I'm at week 11 and I'm starting to finally feel changes in my body and my body's starting to accept the work that we're putting in the gym. I have a little bit more, so I'm adding it to the meatballs that look the smallest. It's real precise work here. Done. So I have my oven preheated to 400 degrees, and these are just going to cook anywhere between 15 and 20 minutes. My brain gets super weird about the possibility of meat being raw, so I always put it in for the max time, even though they're going to be a little bit more dry. I'm going to pop them in for 20 minutes. Once they're cooked, this is what they look like. A serving size is 6 meatballs. I have 5 on this plate because I got hungry and I ate 1. But a serving size will be 6 entire meatballs. I like to pair it with a carb, so generally with a breakfast skillet potato. Just cut up a sweet golden potato and fry it up and you're good to go. If you give the recipe a try, let me know your thoughts. I can't wait to see you next week for a supplement video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.